Okay, all right. Yankiel Rivera Figueroa, el Doctorito from Puerto Rico. We're going to talk about him in this video, get to know him. We're going to look at some box recs on Wikipedia and his last fight. And we're going to get to know him a little bit and why I think he's actually a very, very promising prospect in his weight division. But first, if you're new here, thank you very much for stopping in and choosing this video. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for the continued support. I love it. It's been great the last few weeks. We're going to build this community little by little. And thank you for all the suggestions in the comments. I asked, hey, is there any boxes you want me to cover? And you guys have been very generous and dropping in names. And I will cover a lot of those guys in the upcoming months to come. So thank you very much for that. I'm active in the comment section. I'm always engaged with the comment section. So please, whether you agree with me or not, go ahead and get down there. Pause. And we'll, and I'll interact with you guys on a daily. So we're gonna get to know this guy real quick. And we're gonna look at his box rec and things like that. So let's just get down to that right now. So Yankiel Rivera Figueroa, 7-0, 3 KOs, right? Puerto Rico, right? Toa Alta, Puerto Rico is where his residence at now, but he's born in Bayamon. So he's 7-0, and I remember seeing him in a top ranked card. I'm like, wow, this guy, he's pretty solid guy, right? But let me look at his box right now that I'm covering him, right? His first pro fight was a 22-17 guy. You have to understand how important that is. Usually it's a pro debut guy, a guy who's upside down, or a guy who has just one win or something like that. And I'm like, for them to put him with a guy with that much experience, right? The next guy, 7-5, okay. 11-2, 8-0, 10-0, 37-4, right? 14-0 and 19-0 is his next fight coming up, right? And that's coming up in August. And I'm like, why are they moving him so fast? Like, I don't, it didn't quite dawn on me. Well, there's a few reasons why. Well, one, he's 27 years old. He should be in his 15th, 16th, 17th pro fight, 18th pro fight, 19th pro fight, right? So he's behind. So I see what they're going like, oh, we need to, fast track his career a little bit here because we're going to lose out on some prime years. Smart, especially if you know what you got, right? So he's 27 years old. He's 5'3". I don't know how high he can go in weight, but I do know that, the division he's in, which is 113 pounds flyweight, that division shouldn't even exist, really. Like, it's 3 pounds away from 115, 2 pounds away from 115. That's ridiculous. It should be either 110, then 115, something like 113, 115. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. He's 5'3". He's a very short guy. He's stocky like a bulldog. But then I'm like, okay, so they have the confidence in him to move him that quickly. I should also note that he's the unified WBO and WBC silver, WBT flyweight, and WBO intercontinental. So he's already unified. His next fight with Angelino Córdova in Orlando in August, as of this video, is for the WA interim world championship. He's already in line to be interim, potentially interim world champion. They're fast tracking him. I don't know how much longer he's going to be at this weight, but he looks like he's already kind of heavy. You'll see what I mean. I don't know how high he's going to be able to go. So let's take a look real quick now. Yeah, and this is why I said, let me dig deeper. Why are they moving him so fast besides the fact that he's 27? As you can see it here. Now, he's a flyweight. Now, here's the thing. He's a Central and American Caribbean Games in 2018, Lima Pan American Games 2019, 2018. And he represented Puerto Rico in the Summer Olympics of 2020, right? And I believe his amateur record, which I can't find, let me see if I can find here. He had, I think, 131 wins and 15 losses, something like that at the Amis. He's pedigreed to the Holy Grail. Rivera won bronze at the Pan American Youth Championships in Quito 2014. He lost to Leonardo Blanc in the quarterfinals of 2016 Continental Olympic qualification in Buenos Aires and competed in 2017 World Championships in Hamburg. He's been around the world. That's another thing. Not only is he 130 some odd victories and 15 some odd losses in the Amis, Pan American, Central American Caribbean Games, former Olympian. He's been all around the world, which when you look at his pro record, he's only fought in Puerto Rico and in the United States a couple of times, but he's been worldwide as an amateur. So he has that experience. We can no longer say that he's actually just, a homegrown product and nothing else, right? He's faced the best in a lot of different countries. During the pandemic, American Continental Olympic Qualification Tournament in Buenos Aires planned for 2021 was canceled, so he couldn't do that. Yankiel Rivera was scheduled to face Angel Gonzalez in San Juan, Puerto Rico on December 7th, 2024. Rivera won the fight by TKO in the 4th round. And that's the fight we're going to take a look at, because that's when he became the WBO Intercontinental Champion. So here we go. WBA Interim Flyweight Championship is coming up in August. He has all of his, he has unanimous, TKO, unanimous, KO. So he's well on his way. And like I said, the career he has ahead of him is promising, and they're moving him like they know what's up. They're moving him like we know what's going on right now. We know. Here we go. Let's take a look at this fight real quick. This is when he became the unified champion, because he beat Gonzalez, also an unbeaten at the time, for that Intercontinental WBO. As you can see, he's a short guy, obviously at 5'3", very stocky build. That's why I'm not sure how he can put on weight going up. I see him finishing out like a Chocolatito type build, like he reminds me of that. Because even at flyweight, look, he looks small in stature.
Move the winner of this one way up in the rankings. I gotta be honest, Corey, I've never heard someone introduced with 3 versions of the minor title. Sure, yeah. That was a
Sergio Mora's always hating on somebody. Like, I never heard somebody be introduced with 3 of the world. Bro, calm down. Like, these titles do matter. It helps them. It helps young fighters get their footing, right, and be recognized as something other than just a contender. And plus, it's good to delineate where you are, like that's a good stepping stone. He wants to get rid of him. That's so stupid. He's a good catch and shoot puncher fighter. His balance is good. Again, you see how wide his back is and how stocky and like built he is. That's the only thing that makes me wonder how high can he actually go from 113 and above. Now watch, Gonzalez is gonna tie up one of his arms here. I don't know if I already maybe passed it. He ties up one of Rivera's arms, and Rivera just keeps punching with the other arm like, hey, I'm gonna keep punching. Here he is. Here's a catch and shoot. Gonzalez doing good work here. Goes to the body and bang. So when you see his record of 7 and 3 knockouts, you think he doesn't have a lot of power. Well, that means that he has 4 wins by unanimous and 3 by knockout. That's a little under 50%. That's not bad. It's early in his career, and he's probably getting used to the pro ranks right now. You have to let him get just into that groove. Maybe he doesn't become a huge puncher, but in the skill sets that he has right now, I don't think he has to be. I don't think he has to have a big punch. He's so skillful. Look, Gonzalez already looks out of it. He wasn't answering the ref or anything. But he's trying to survive by holding on. Something that Berlanga didn't do against Shiraz, but he should have done if he was going to be thrown back out there like that. Chasing him around. He feels it right here. Gonzalez is holding on. One arm. He did this throughout the whole fight. And Rivera I got one free arm. And that ref sees that arm tied up and was content with just letting him punch that way. Hey, until the ref breaks you up, it is what it is. So here you go. Okay, so up in the peekaboo. Gonzalez brave, trying to finish the fight strong. This is towards the end of the fight, and you're gonna see why I think like this guy, he can catch and shoot up top, and he also can work the body. Like I said, he has good form, a good pedigree, unified, local titles, minor titles, fighting for the WBA at his 8th pro fight. Like this, I'm telling you, the upside for Yankiel is so high. That ceiling is crazy high. Now watch this. Working that jab beautifully. Cut the ring off nice. Boom, to the body. So that body punch. Watch the delayed reaction. Boom. If you didn't see it, let me go back a little bit. Peep how he actually cuts that ring off. Step, pat. Downstairs, upstairs. Delay reaction. So I tell you. He took Gonzalez's soul. Gonzalez was not trying to fight anymore. I mean, he was brave in saying, yeah, I want to go, but he really wasn't there. Gets caught again, right there. He just gets caught coming in, and he's just like, man, I'm done. I'm finished. Yeah, the referees, when I was researching them, the name didn't ring the bell. But then once I saw him, I said, oh, I know who Doctorcito is. Like, I had to put the face with the name. And once I started digging into the Wikipedia, to everything else, Yankiel seems to be a very good prospect to become the face of boxing for Puerto Rico. Now, I don't know how popular he will be because he's in the lower weight classes. He's already on Riyadh season. That was a Riyadh season ring, if you see there. It will be more than likely on how they market him, where they put him on the undercards, how they start exposing him to like maybe on Netflix and things like that, so his name could be synonymous with the big fights, and we could start building up other fighters in 115, 113 pounds, so that way they can become like household names, because we don't concentrate on anything below 130. We don't usually like amp up and hype up, right? We can forget about those guys, and sometimes they give the best fights, and because you're only 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, but a lot of those guys are skillful at that weight, at that experience level, much more so than guys in the higher weights who have like triple the fights. You understand? I can't wait to see Yankiel again. I want to see in the zone, what's going on with him with that WB. I want to host us on that card, because I don't know if he's like the main event or he's a co-main event or something like that, but it'll be interesting to see who is on that card. I'm definitely going to try to watch that fight, depending on the day that it is, and you'll see if we can cover it live here on the channel. But anyway, let me know down below, what do you think about Yankiel Rivera? Do you think he has the goods to become that next wave of Puerto Rican fighters, or he's just maybe you think he's a little bit too late to the game to make any, and too low in the weight classes too, to make any real noise? Let me know in the comment down below when I see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.